All right, hi guys. We are back and less awkward than before, which is always a plus. It is Moa. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to day 2 of 15 Days of Mogu, aka Vlogmas 2022 for Cozy Moa. I honestly can say that I did almost nothing between last episode and this episode. All I did was fill up the cliff between apple tree orchard. So yeah, we've got a lot to do today. I want to talk to you guys about where I'm going to be going with this island, like the plans I have. As for actual building, I think today I might just I also did this. I haven't seen what it looks like from the view, but I'm hoping it'll look amazing. But the plan for decorating today is going to be decorating Henry's house and Apple's house. But first, I just want to talk to you guys about a few things. I realized in the last video that I told you that I made my codes, but I didn't really touch on it enough. So this code here I used the base inspiration I used from someone who makes my favorite dirt path code. But I'm going to open up the custom designs portal so I can show you guys my MA and show you what I have posted, because I have 2 other path codes posted. So I have 3 path codes posted on this account's MA. So I'll just show you guys that really quick. I'm going to try to remember to add my MA so here's my MA down here, my creator ID down here, and then here are my posted designs, because this was going to be a winter island originally. So I had made a winter, so this is a winter version of the mush path that I had. And if you were to put it down in snow, you would see how it is more winter because of the way I did the outside, I guess you could say, the way I did the edges. But yeah, so it was a winter version, but then I decided I wanted to do the island in summer, so excuse me, so I made a summer version, more dirt type, more of a grass outside version. So this is my summer version, or it doesn't even have to technically be summer since I didn't do leaves on the outside. It's just a non-winter version, I guess you could say. But so I have a non-winter mush path, and then I have a winter mush path, and I also have winter type Christmas tile path. And I say it's a winter type because there's I put here, let me see if you can see it. There's snow in between the cracks, and then it's kind of I kind of tried to give it a glossy effect, so you can tell that it's I don't know, when things are wet and it's kind of cold and wet, tiles kind of get this glossy, glossed over, melted snow type effect on it. So that's why it's best used in the winter. So I'm not going to be using it on this island. I was thinking of making tiles for not winter time, but I don't know, I just don't think I'm gonna use those on this island. But yeah, so that's my MA, and those are the codes I have posted on there if anyone's interested in using them or anything. But yeah, so that's that. I wanted to touch on that because I really kind of just ran through that in the last episode. But so yeah, this is basically all I did between yesterday's episode and today. So I just added this little setup for Henry, and I was trying to put bright stuff in between the trees so you could see it better from the view at night, and it helped a little bit, but not really, because it's kind of too far away. But I think I am gonna keep it like this because it could be good for a view picture. If you're visiting and you just look at it from here at night, it looks pretty good. So yeah, that's pretty much all I did. I also got rid of all the flowers in the back that I'm not going to be using because they were kind of getting out of control. But what I'm going to do before I start building anything is I want to kind of give you guys an idea of the type of builds that I'm planning on doing on this island. So I was thinking about it, and I had no idea what I wanted to do up in this basically like huge area. So this is from like when you come from this way, you know, from the view area, and you go here. There's like a ton of open land here. Like, I have no idea. So I was thinking about it. I'm gonna read off a list of builds that I'm planning on doing on this island. It's the goal. There are some that I'm like, definitely like I have to do this, and there are others that are like, this isn't a maybe, but I'm gonna do a mush farm. I think that might be, if I don't know what I want to do with my house. I don't know if I want it to be like a regular house or not, but I'm planning on doing a mush farm. I also want to do like a market, a Christmas market, because I have a lot of simple design codes that I want to use, like a ton. So I'm gonna be doing that. I want to do either a restaurant or a bakery or both. I don't know where I think I have all this room on my island. I definitely want to do a Meet Santa build. I want to do, well, I still have to decorate Able Sisters and the museum. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with those. I wanted to do a land bridge, but it wasn't really working. It didn't really work out the way I wanted it to, like where I wanted it to be. It just doesn't work on this island, so we're gonna do that next time. I might do like a little sleigh ride area. I'm not sure yet, but I'm definitely gonna do a post office, like which will also be like sort of like a letters to Santa area, and maybe do like a little workshop. I'm not sure, like a Santa's workshop or an elf workshop. But so those are kind of the ideas of like the builds that I want to do on this island. So I've been trying to think about layouts, right? Because I have a lot of builds I want to do, but I need to plan out spacing for them, and I'm not entirely sure where we're gonna go with that. So I've been thinking, and I think I might want my post office / letters to Santa to be this first space of area of space. How do you say that? Yeah. And so I was thinking, like, did I want to build a cliff behind it? But I don't think I want to do that. What I think I'm gonna do is line the back with trees, but kind of leave a space so you can still go past it, and put some, you know, the new 2.0 item, the fence, put that in front of the trees. But I don't have any of those, so I might take a trip to a treasure island during this episode to grab some. So that's kind of given me an insight of what I want to do for part of this cliff. And then, so I was thinking, when you come over this incline, if you head this way, there's still a lot of open space, but if you head this way, I'm thinking here, right here, is probably gonna be my winter market, this area, and then I will build up a cliff behind the winter market and have an incline to go up that cliff, and I think that's gonna be where my Meet Santa area is gonna be. But I'm gonna have also for there to be a way to go this way, so if you don't want to go to the market, so if you go up and this way, it'll be like a little pathway, and then the cliff will be here on this side for the Meet Santa, and the market will be down here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do back there. I still don't know where I want Able Sisters, the museum, or my home to be. All I know is wherever I put my home, I'm probably gonna put Murphy next to me, so I might have like a neighborhood with Murphy. But yeah, so that's kind of sort of a layout idea. And then let me see, if I look at my map, so I'm going to highlight areas while I'm editing, but here is going to be where, so this area that's filled in here is going to be where probably the winter market is, and then up here is going to be the Meet Santa cliff, and then up here in this part of this cliff is going to be the post office / letters to Santa. So I still have this remaining part of cliff left that I'm not sure what to do with. I'm wondering if I should put another villager home up there in the top corner, like somewhere right here. But then I still have basically I still have like the whole top of the map. So I'm trying to figure out where to put my remaining buildings and remaining builds. But that's gonna be for another episode. I've already done a lot of thinking and my brain hurts. So what we are going to do now is we're just gonna do some mindless decorating. I'm just gonna take you guys along with me while I decorate. I think I want to do Henry's house first, but first things first, I need to fix this water terraforming in the back here, because I really don't want too much cliff to be showing, but I want to see what it looks like if I have some, because I'm gonna have to go get fence, because I was thinking of also using them right here. So I was wondering if I should use them right here to make it kind of look like a little bit of a bridge, and so I don't like take up the space, because right here if I put like, for example, right here, if I put like a fence here, it's gonna be very difficult to walk. So I'm thinking of like doing it at the bottom there and lining that with fence. So actually, you know what? Let me visit a treasure island really quick, and then I will be right back. Alrighty. We are at a treasure island from basically the only person that I use for treasure islands. Their name is the King Achilles on Twitch. I use my free Amazon Prime sub to them on Twitch to get access to their treasure islands, and it's just, I've been using their treasure islands for about a year now, and they're just always so easy for me, and I know where, like, if I want this or that, I always know which island to go to, because they have 10 if you're a Twitch sub. If you're not subbed, I believe you can only access their islands through when they're streaming on Twitch. So that's why I just use my free Amazon Prime sub for them. Let me find the fence. But yeah, each island has a different like type of thing that they have. We're looking for F. Okay, here are the fence. So I'm probably gonna pick up some green ones, because that is a part of my island's color scheme. I did not actually completely empty my pockets for this, but like I'm also gonna pick up some brown. I have like unlimited access to these islands, so like, I mean, it's not really a big deal. I'm wondering if I should get white. I think I'm gonna get white because I do have a few like pops of white here and there on my island. I kind of am wishing that they had red, but it's fine. Let's see here. I haven't used these and I don't quite think I will, but I might grab a few just in case. So I'm gonna grab 2 of the green ones. I'm gonna grab 2 of the brown ones, and I think maybe I'll grab 2 of these as well. But I also want to grab some giant vines, just because they take a lot of vines to craft. Oh, I also need glowing moss balloons. I mean, I can easily make these. I definitely do not need yellow. So we're gonna go ahead and drop that back. I know I can make them, but I mean, since they're here, why not? I'm wondering if I'm gonna use white. I mean, I can always... I'm thinking if I should start using the white ones on my island as well, because I have a lot of white flowers. Yeah, these are so expensive to make, so I'm just gonna grab some of them. And then I'll just grab another one of a different color and head home, because we only really came here for the fence, but why not leave with full pockets? Look at our flyover. It's actually very bare. Yeah, that's lovely there. It's not too bad though, not too bad. Okay, so I'm thinking of putting an incline over here. Let me show you guys, because like I don't like having to run all the way around, so I'm thinking of putting an incline right here. I might like push this in and then put it next to the cliff. So because I'm kind of tired of using my ladder or going the long way, but yeah, so I'm thinking of putting an incline there. Also, I will link the King Achilles Twitch account in the description of this video in case any of you guys want to sub. I do recommend it because I never get interference. Like when going to a treasure island, I'm usually the only one there and don't ever really have a problem with like wait times. So I will link that if anyone's interested in subbing to him. I'm in no way sponsored by him, but he is my favorite treasure island person, I should say, just because I like the way his system setup is. You do have to have Discord though to have access to his treasure islands, so because he kind of like controls them in Discord, which is pretty cool to me. But yeah, so I think I am going to let me first. Oh, you know what? Okay, one thing at a time. So I'm gonna grab some fence to put in front of that area there, but first I gotta figure out what color. I think I'm gonna go for the dark brown fur over here. Because I feel like it'll be the most cohesive. You know what? I didn't even think about it, but what about party lights? Having party lights down at the bottom there? That could be pretty cool. So I'm gonna grab these just to look and see what it looks like. I'm gonna grab some of these as well, because I think that could look pretty cool. And I'm also going to open this up here. Alrighty, let's get some stuff done here. So what I want to do is I want to kind of peel back a lot of this for more waterscaping and here too. But before I do that, I just want to set these items down. I'm wondering, I might just put something here. But yeah, so I want to set these down. So first, let me try these party lights here and see what that's giving. Let me open this up. Oops. Alrighty, let's take a look at that, because that could actually be pretty cool. Oh no, it's a little too high. Yeah, it seems a bit too high and distracting. Yeah, I don't like that. It's gappy. Alright, fence it is. The fence might be the same height, but it won't be as gappy. But that does mean I will have to fix the terraforming on that side, because it won't, because the plain party arch is like 2.5 spaces wide. So, and these are just, if I'm not mistaken, just 2 spaces wide. Alrighty, I think I will like that. Let's take a look at it. See, I like the way it looks like when it comes next to the because it's like color cohesion. It's still a bit high for my liking, but you know what? I don't think it looks too bad. I think this will do. I've never really done anything like this, so I'm trying to like stick to new ideas. I don't know. I always, if I think too hard, I start to hate things. So what I'm gonna do now, so I'm wondering if I should peel this back or put something here. I just don't know what. Like, I might just make it another waterfall. Let me see here. Because I have a few over there. I might just make it another one. I mean, when in doubt, water. Yeah, I might just do that. And then I'm going to peel back the rest of this. Alrighty, I think I'm gonna leave it like this and have like some, I'm not even sure what I'm gonna have down there, but yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like that, and then I'm gonna leave this like this so you can hop over to Henry's place, because this is kind of like awkward. You can't really get over that way, which was kind of the plan. But yeah, so now let's see what that looks like on the map with the, yeah, so the lake is expanded more now, which is pretty nice. Now we are going to work on kind of just decorating Henry's area. So let me lay down some path. When I tell you, I am obsessed with this path right here. Like, it's a little insane how amazing this path is. I am loving it. So let's see here. And I will put the MA up in the top screen, just so you guys can, if you're ever interested in using this path. I am someone who loves to share. Actually, hold on. This is not gonna work. Do you ever just lay down paths so wrong it's kind of a crime? Because I just did. Alrighty, let's do this. Alrighty, so now we've got a little path for him. I'm gonna grab some flowers. Actually, you know what? Before we even continue, let me buy an incline, because this ladder situation is gonna make me tear my hair out if I continue any longer. While I'm here, I'm just gonna buy some lanterns, because, hold on, because I'm looking for, oh, I don't have this one. I'm looking for some Christmas ambiance, so, you know. Alrighty, I'm just gonna get some of these. is another thing that I like to like have around the island for light, since this is gonna be a nighttime island, even though most of the decorating I do is in the day, which I must say is not very smart of me, because when I get to nighttime, I'm constantly having to change things up to add more light to certain areas. But you know what? You would think I would have learned by now, but I'm still doing the same old thing. I guess you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Alrighty, let's put this incline in because it's kind of driving me mad. So I think I'm gonna push this in and then just put it right up here. Which doesn't look half bad, and then that'll kind of lead like directly to the letters to Santa area, which is kind of what I want to work on instead of doing this whole Henry thing, which I might do because I'm not as inspired for Henry's yard as I was earlier. But you know what? We can always change our minds about stuff. So I'm probably going to work on our post office instead. And I'm allowed to do that because it's my island. Alrighty. Okay, let's see here. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at this. Look, there's an incline. I can throw my ladder away. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so this will basically be... It must be the bug off because they're all wearing hats and carrying nets. Okay, so this is gonna be the post office. I gotta figure this out. So first things first, let me kind of make like a pathway leading there, kind of, because I don't want it to just be like off the bat, oh look, there's the post office, because that's kind of weird. We need like at least a little like path to it, so it's not just like boom, post office. And then I was realizing, you know, when I lay paths, for some reason I've been laying my paths so skinny lately that like I have to put like so many items, like a ton of items on the outsides of it. And then I'm like, why am I torturing myself like this by making these paths so skinny? Because like, honestly, this path is kind of meant to be a little wider. So I don't know why I've been doing that to myself. No idea. Let me, because it'll be easier to like, because I'm going to use the same path I used for the where Nooks is. That's going to be like my main path, like, because it's going to be like the market path, and it's going to be, I think I'm going to put dirt path under it, because like if I don't, I'm not gonna say I'm obsessed with how my map looks, but I like my map to have some kind of pizzazz to it. And if I don't put dirt path under this area is gonna be so bare. And my map's already ugly as it is. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but I don't think I want it that close to the outside. So we're gonna say this is probably gonna be the outer edge. I'm not sure. And it'll help me also figure out how much of the space I'm gonna use for this area. I mean, I'm not like trying to make it a huge thing, but I would like for it to be quite big, because it is gonna be a post office, but it's also gonna be letters to Santa, and those aren't gonna be like in the same exact space. So it's like the back is gonna be the post office, and maybe like the letters to Santa area where you can actually sit down and write to Santa is gonna be in the front of it, like in front of it. So it's gonna be like a little seating area, and maybe I'll make a little small like kids area of it too. How close are we to here? That might be okay, because then I can just have path along the side so you can go past it. I'm gonna see how wide that looks. Maybe I'll bring, it's not nearly as big as I wanted it to be. Let me see here. So if I stop this like here, then I can close that off there. So I'm gonna see how big this space is, because like usually when people do post office builds, they're pretty small, because like there's not much, you know, it's not meant to be a big building. I guess in most countries it's not a big building, but actually my post office could be quite big. It just depends on how you look at it. And we're all for using a big build to fill a space, you know, because that's how you get an island done fast. So we're not complaining here. I think right here is a good distance from the side cliff. I think so, because I can have a path here next to it, and then maybe like some bushes and trees here, and then trees on this side, and so like you can go past if you don't. Maybe we'll have a side entrance, I'm not sure. And then back here I might put another villager house on this cliff here next to Apple. And maybe I can even put a villager like here. No, that might be too close, but I might put another villager back there. If that's the case, if I only do a villager back there, I might be able to make this bigger, as in make it go far back. So let's see how big that looks on the map. Oh, that's quite a big space. And it doesn't look like it's that close to the edge on the other side, on the left side. Is that too big of a like walking path? I don't know. Should I go further back is the question. For now, let's just fill it in. Alrighty, so I just have to look at it. Not too shabby. I will say I missed the opportunity of doing this where my Nook's Cranny is under that path, which I might go back and do one day. Just because it kind of looks bare right there, you know, so if I just add that, it'll just add more depth to the map, I would say. But yeah, the map doesn't matter. Like, don't be like me and obsess over your map. It actually really does not matter. But I am the type of person who just can't let go of, you know, my map's ugly, and my maps usually come out ugly, but at least they look like I'm doing something. I don't know. Hey, I don't make sense, and I don't know, we're not even, I think I'm gonna expand this out one more on this side just for map purposes only. Not even, like, it looks fine if you walk past it, but on the map it looks a little iffy, so I'm just gonna expand it out one more. Like I said, don't be like me, the map means nothing. But also I didn't even count how wide this is, because I'm like thinking if it should be centered. So what I'm gonna do, because now that I think about it, since I want it to be a post office and letters to Santa, it looks quite small. So I might pull it back. And the only reason I'm doing this now is because I need to start in the back when I make this build, because of the fact that it'll kind of block it off. Like, I'm gonna start back to front for this build, I think, because I need to put the trees and the fence in the back. But what I'm wondering is if I should use I'm wondering if I should use the brown finch, which means I would either have to go see Cyrus, who I haven't even unlocked yet. I've only unlocked Leaf. Or I would have to go back to a treasure island, and I really don't feel like doing that. So I'm like thinking maybe I should use the white fence that I have, because I should have been counting the spaces while I was doing this, but I really didn't. But what I'm gonna do is do this. So we're gonna go 1. So we're gonna do like this, because the fence, I don't know if I should put the fence on the path or not. That's the question. So like if I should put the fence on the path. Oh, see, that's gonna bug me that it's not. So if that's the case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Does that even make sense? I don't think it does. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 spaces. So we would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So this would be like kind of centered, but not exactly, I think it could work. Let me see here. I don't know. My only problem is I don't know if I want to put the fence on the path or not. So I'm gonna pull them out and see what that looks like. So the reason I'm going with the white ones and not the green is because the trees are gonna be green, and I just feel like that would be way too much green. Yes, okay, so I just need to get one more in white, but yeah, that works out. And so I will pull them forward once I put this path down, and then I'll just put the trees in the back to kind of make it as another barrier. So this is kind of gonna work as a, say, what is, like a partition from this field to the next, like this area to the next. I might also do some on the outside too, just to like cage it in a little more. So like bring it up to like a certain point, but probably not all the way up. Maybe up as far as the post office will be, but not up to where like the letters to Santa will be. So really quick, let me just fill in this bottom with path. Oh my gosh, that took so long. Okay, this is so random, but while I was doing this, I just had a thought, right? And I do actually have a picture, I think, of my code in winter. So I'm just gonna show you guys really quick. I know this is random, but yeah, this is what that mush code looks like in the winter time. So it's not too bad. It's a little more sharp than I liked, which I didn't get around to fixing. So I did post it as is, but I mean, hey, you know, this was also the first entrance, because I was gonna, like I said earlier, I was gonna do it in the snow, and it was gonna be more town core. And I was going towards town core. I do still want to use this path one day. I've always wanted to use this path like so bad, and the reason I had chose town core was because the entrance was perfectly aligned with the airport. Oh, that sentence made no sense because the airport was perfectly aligned with resident services, but the reason I decided not to do it is because the next island I do after this one is going to be university core. That's probably not a thing, but I've had this idea in my head for a while that I want to do a university island. So that's, which is gonna have heavy town core vibes, and I think I'm gonna put it in autumn. But yeah, so that's what's gonna be after this island. So that's why I decided not to go for the town core vibe, and decided to go more natural. But yeah, so this is kind of what the path looks like in the snow. I don't know why I have a screenshot of that. Yeah, okay, yeah, but yeah, so little quick tangent, sorry about that. I do that a lot because I can't hold one thought in my head. But yeah, so I filled this in. What I'm gonna do next is plant some trees in the back here. And then probably, I don't think I can plant one here, but if I can, I will make it make sense. Not too bad. Now what I want to do is pull these forward one. Alrighty. Now let me grab some items that I think that I'm planning on using so I can show you guys what I want to use for this area. Alrighty, so what I want to use for this area is the vintage dresser. I can't speak. Because look, doesn't it kind of look like little mailboxes? Like, I think it's so cute. Now my problem is I don't know what color I want to use, or if I should like mix a variety of colors. So these are the three colors I have. I have the green one, which looks pretty good. And then I have this brown one, which kind of goes with the dark brown color that I'm using around my island. But I also have this one here. Let me see. This one, is it? Yeah, which is a lighter brown, but it has this dark, like, grading around. So that's my problem. I don't really know which color I want to use. I don't know what to do. Now this is the time where it would be great if I was streaming this live because you guys could help me. But yeah, so these are the items that I think I'm gonna use, and then I'm possibly gonna use covered counters as well. I just need to figure out how I want my layout to be, which I'm not quite sure about yet. And then as also I plan to use simple panels. I don't have the design on there because I haven't downloaded it yet. It's still in my Pinterest for Mogu, which I will have my Pinterest account linked in the description below of all of my videos. Because I make a Pinterest board for each island I'm using, which has not only the codes that I use for that island, but also like kind of inspo pictures and codes that if you want to do a similar themed island, you can use that I might not necessarily be using, but like would work for the island. So it's like full of codes and stuff. But I believe I have a post office code in that Pinterest board that I will download. And then let me show you. I also have this code here. Look, I still have a ton of space for codes. I'm also, I don't know if you guys have seen, but you know the steel trash can, they have codes that you can put on there to make it look like mailboxes. So I'm gonna find one of those so I can customize some of those to have in this area as well. So there are two other codes I need to get for this post office area, but I also have this code here, which is like a little package, and then I have this one that I use and this one. So I have a few like package type codes that I'm gonna be using as well. So yeah, I might get also a sign code that says post office and then one that says letters to Santa. So yeah, this is where we're at, and this is probably when I come back for tomorrow's episode. Either I will have built this or I will have built Henry and Apple's yard. I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm gonna do today. After this episode, I never know what I'm gonna do, but like whenever I turn my switch on for this island, for some reason I get like a burst of inspiration for like a certain area of this island, and then I start grinding. So we don't know what that's gonna be for after this episode, but I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed coming along with me. I do apologize again for yesterday's episode, aka the first episode, being so awkward. It's been a while since I've recorded, and also like I thought I had worked on like being more confident in like speaking on camera, but like yesterday's episode was so awkward, but I didn't want to re-record it because I was kind of busy yesterday and also like wasn't feeling too well. So I promise from now on the episodes will be a little more, I don't want to say entertaining because like I don't necessarily think I'm a very entertaining person. Oh my gosh, see, I'm so good at rambling though. But yeah, let me just say, rather than entertaining, they'll be more eventful going forward. But yes, I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys stick around for it. I'm enjoying decorating Mogu, and I hope you guys are enjoying watching me and coming along with me. Feel free to leave comments in the description about anything, any suggestions you have for this island, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.